I apologize for that. Got a phone call from my wife. So we're going to pick up where we left off here. We are going to need to eliminate those radicals. So let's put parentheses around all of it. Now in this case, you'll notice that we still have a 2 here, but because we are dealing with radicals on both sides of the equal sign, we have to eliminate those radicals first. So we have a cube root, which means we are going to be cubing both sides. That will eliminate this, dropping down the x plus 6. You will have to cube the 2. So that means 2 times 2 times 2. And in that case, that's going to give us 8 parentheses x minus 1. So it eliminates that radical right there, dropping down what was inside the radical. But now you have to distribute that 8. And so we distribute, giving us 8x minus 8, x plus 6 on the other side. Now, we're going to need the variables on the same side. We're going to need the constants on the other side. I'm going to take that negative 8, bring it over here. I'm going to take that x, bring it over here. So, let's write that on this side. Go ahead and say that we now have 8 plus 6 equaling 8x minus x. So 8 plus 6, 8x minus x, we're looking at a 7x on this side. That's going to give us a 14 on this side. Divide, and we're looking at 2 equals x. Alright, so there's our answer there. That's 2b. Okay, let's take a look at 3a. Radical 2x plus 14 equaling x plus 3. Alright, so first step here is we're actually going to still need to eliminate that radical. Eliminate that radical by squaring it, but what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So we're squaring that, which in this case is now going to cause us to FOIL. So we're going to have x plus 3 and another x plus 3. So the 2x plus 14 simply drops down. X plus 3 and another x plus 3. And that's going to give us x squared. You're going to have a 3x and another 3x, giving you 6x, and 3 and 3, giving you a 9. And now we're going to have to subtract 14. Subtract 14. We're going to also have to subtract the 2x and subtract the 2x. So x squared, that's going to be a plus 4x, this is going to be a negative 5, and now we have to factor. So we have a trinomial that can be broken down into x and x. You'll notice these signs are the opposite. So in here, we're going to go opposite. Now we got to create a positive 4, so that's going to be a 5 and a 1. When you solve each of these, you get down to a negative 5 and a positive 1. And looking ahead, it looks like we have our first extraneous solution problem. So I'll jump ahead and just say that the 1 works, but if you plug in the negative 5, it's not going to work. Check that out. Plug in the negative 5 and you'll see what I'm talking about. So 3a is done. All right. Let's take a look at 4b. 4b, we have parentheses 2x plus 15. That is brought to the 1/2 power, which equals x. Now, you guys should remember the 1/2 power is the exact same thing as saying square root 2x plus 15. So again, what are we going to do to get rid of that radical? Square it and square it. So the 2x plus 15 simply drops down, equaling the x squared on the other side. let's move these guys over. So that's going to be x squared now minus 2x and minus 15. Now, we're again looking at a trinomial, so let's go parentheses, parentheses, and you're going to have x squared broken up here. These guys, even though they're the same, we're going to be looking at opposite signs in the parentheses. And how do we create from 15 a negative 2? That's where we're going to be looking at a 5 on this side and a 3 on that side. So this is going to give us a negative 3. This is going to give us a positive 5. And again, looks like we're looking at another extraneous solution. So to jump ahead, when you double check each of these, you're going to find that 5 is the only one that works. The negative 3 does not. So there we go. Taken away 4b. All right, let's take a look at 4c. By the way, this is going to be the last example problem. 5a, I'm giving you guys the heads up. 5a, you have to use the calculator, just like we did in the prior sections. We're going to have to graph it. You have the inequality, and you got to see which one will come up with an error, and then which ones actually satisfy what the inequality is saying. So double check some past notes. Take a look at past assignments to check that one out. Again, that was for 5a. All right, so we're going to take a look at 4c, last one here. You have a 3 parentheses x plus 6 to the 1/2 power, and that's going to equal 9. All right, in this case, because we have no variables on the other side, simply this guy, we're going to start by dividing both sides by 3. And then that's going to leave us with a 3 over here. And remember, 1/2 power, same thing as saying radical. So you're looking at radical x plus 6. That really you're going to square both sides to eliminate that radical. X plus 6 right there, equaling 9. Subtract 6. And you're looking at x equaling 3. All right, now that pretty much covers that whole lecture. Again, still kind of getting used to all this stuff. Sorry, this kind of drags on a little bit longer, but hopefully being thorough, giving you guys as many example problems as I can will help eliminate the fact that you're not here with me. All right, so again, miss you guys, love you guys, and praying for you guys.